Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Now, how many times have you been in a situation where you want to go to an event and you're thinking what to wear? You just want to impress people. Nothing special, nothing complicated, but people should be impressed by your choice. Or you're going for an interview or first date and you want to wear something which is really pleasant and impressive. And exactly that is the kind of situation or question that this video is trying to attempt to answer. Now, pleasant and likable fragrances. Why do we wear good clothes? We want to leave an impression. Exactly the same thing with fragrances. Sometimes we need fragrances which leave a good impression. They're likable, they are well made, and they're very pleasant to smell. And that's what I'm trying to help you with. So let's start. Situations, as I said, Christmas is around the corner. You'll visit your family, your friends. You'll make new friends. You'll join existing friends and their circle. A lot of unknown people, and you want to be in a situation where you want to impress people. You want to smell great, and you want to get a compliment. That's all you want, right? And that's why I'm making this video. Remember, don't overdo it. When you are with your family, don't spray 20. You're going to be indoors, right? Or even you're going to be in the company of people you want to impress. You cannot impress people if you are throwing it out too much. So it has to be subtle. So some of the fragrances here have got very good projection, so you got to watch the sprays. So let's start. There are 15 in this list, and some of the fragrances in this list do not have full bottles, but I thought I'll include it because this is for everyone. I want to do this list for a youngster, a 15-year-old watching this video, and a 75-year-old person watching this video, even ladies. Yeah? Some of the fragrances are unisex. So let's start. The first on my list, and this is where the idea came when I was doing the review, is a fragrance which is being released this year. And it is a highly likable fragrance. It's nothing special, nothing complicated, but it's a very nice fragrance. And it's called Yves Saint Laurent MYSLF Le Parfum. When I was reviewing this, that's when the idea came. That why don't I do a list of just highly likable and praiseworthy, fragrances that get you praise. So this is nothing. This is just orange blossom, hint of pepper, and a bit of woods. Very uncomplicated, and vanilla as well, but very, very well made. It's warm, it's fruity, it's floral, and it's high quality. So MYSLF Le Parfum, first one on the list. This is MYSLF EDP. I've reviewed this one as well. This is my favorite. I love this one a bit more, but any of these two will do. This has got better performance, more performance. It guns out. So you can test it out and see which one you like. But you can easily wear this to a family get-together, an interview, a first date, a normal date. And you can wear this one clubbing as well. So very, very nice fragrance. MYSLF by Yves Saint Laurent YSL. Next on my list is another uncomplicated, very well-made fragrance. I've reviewed it this year. It was released this year, and this is Burberry Hero Parfum. This is a fantastic West Indian sandalwood. It's creamy, it's fruity, it's radiant and very uplifting. Really well-made fragrance, woody fragrance, masculine fragrance. You could say sometimes when the weather permits, it can also be a unisex. For example, when it's too cold, the waxy, creamy wood can be worn by any of the sexes. So Burberry Hero Parfum is actually a very good fragrance. Do sample it out and see. This is a dumb rich kind of a fragrance. It'll impress one and all. You'll never be left disappointed when wearing Burberry Hero Parfum. The third one of those, that I don't have a bottle of is Hermes Terre Hermes Givree. Very impressive fragrance, guys. This is basically a niche quality fragrance. Again, it has tremendous projection, fantastic performance, and it smells amazing. This is basically tea, citron fruit, Spices and woods. I've done a full review. This was released last year. Done a full review this year. It is charismatic. If you're one of those youngsters, 20 something, early 20s, mid 20s even, who has great stories to tell, has a very charismatic personality, you cannot be without Eau Givree. And even if you don't have a charismatic personality, you wear this and you go from 7 to 9. You know, people will like you for what you're wearing. It's a very pleasant, very, very friendly and very well made fragrance. Eau Givree. I highly recommend it. Now let's do bottles. Next on my list is a niche. I've catered for all sorts of fragrances in this list, and it is Nishane Colognise Extrait Le Parfum. This is Neroli. Neroli, as you know, can be a little bit off-putting. It can be a bit more industrial or old-fashioned, but here it is beautiful. It's paired with green tea, Neroli green tea, musk, amber, and I think there's some spices as well. I think cardamom is there. It smells perfect for people living in warm country, or if you're living in a cold country like ours, you bring this out when you're going for a summer daytime interview, just holiday even. You're going to meet a lot of unknown people and you want them to feel great in your presence. Bring this out. Absolutely fantastic fragrance, very well made, great performance as well. Colognise Extrait, fantastic. Next on my list is a fragrance which has been made by the person who has created Burberry Le Parfum, Aurélien Guichard. This is Versace Eros EDT. There are many versions of Versace. You could like any one of them. This is my favorite, and I like it for a person who likes to go out. This is a fragrance of a person who really likes to go out. And when you go out, you meet different people, you know. Most of them are unknown to you. Even if you go out in a group, you'll bump into people you do not know. And this is a perfect conversation starter. It's a very, very well made minty, vanilla, warm vanilla, and florals like geranium I smelled, and tonka. This has got that bubblegummy smell, green apples as well. Bubblegummy smell. It's a friendly, playful scent. You cannot go wrong. It's a fantastic fragrance for people who like to go out, party, clubbing, even hang out with your friends. He's very good at striking up conversations with unknown people. Fabulous. Versace Eros EDT. Superb choice for people who like to party and go out. Next one, again, nightlife. It's a great fragrance. It's a very sexy fragrance. It is also very well made. So this one is YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme. I forgot the name for a second. This is absolutely classy. It's a fantastically well made fragrance. It's also very sexy. This is cardamom with green tea and lavender. So spicy and clean and sensual all at the same time. Absolutely fantastic. Doesn't have great performance, but it's still very, very good if you're going to spend your evenings with one person. So great on a regular date. I cannot recommend this fragrance enough. It is a terrific fragrance. You must have in your collection. Recently reviewed it. Every fragrance on this list is reviewed apart from Eros. I'll review Eros very soon. I know I've been saying that for a while. Next one on the list is Neroli fragrance, just like Nishane, and this one is paired with cardamom, and it's a very, very nice fragrance. I really recommend this. I shout out about this fragrance a lot. This is Dunhill Icon. There's something very charismatic about this fragrance. It is an ideal fragrance for a white-collar worker. When you're starting a new job, you're looking for a new fragrance, any time of the year, Dunhill Icon will do the job. New interview, new job, fresh interview, first interview, face to face. Wear this. First date, wear this. Regular date, wear this. It is superb. This smells clean, charismatic, confident, and very well made. There is absolutely no criticism I have for this fragrance. It's a stunner. It's a blockbuster. Get this if you haven't got this in your collection. Next on my list is another through and through amazing fragrance. It's a Guerlain, one of my favorite houses. It is my favorite house, and this fragrance is amazing for date night situations. It is L'Homme EDP Eau de Parfum. Now this one doesn't get a lot of talk now, but go back 5 or 6 years, what a fine fragrance this is. It really is very good. It's about sour cherries. Sour cherries paired with very creamy vanilla, and along with that vanilla is almond, the smell of almond. It is a gourmand, but it's very classy. It's very, very well made, and it's very sexy. If you're looking for fragrances that you want to bring out when you're going out with very fine ladies, or your wife or your girlfriend, or you're looking for new love, that sort of thing. So EDP Eau de Parfum. You really should try this if you haven't. It's a very well made fragrance, and it is highly likable. Next one is the same thing. It's a very likable fragrance. It'll always get you a compliment, no matter which situation you're wearing, as long as it's cold weather. It's a spicy scent. It is Rasasi Sootor WaaW. Now, Rasasi Sootor WaaW is a fragrance based around cinnamon and woods. So there's berry, Gurjan balsam or berry, I can't remember, but mostly cinnamon. I'm just getting beautiful cinnamon. It's a very gourmandy cinnamon, paired with creamy woods. So there's sandalwood here, and there's lavender as well. So clean scent. It's a terrific fragrance. I reviewed it a long time ago, and it's a little bit hard to get hold of, but if you see it on a decent price, make sure you snap it up, because this goes away very quickly. It gets sold out. Rasasi should be making fragrances like this more and more. It is one of the nicest fragrances Rasasi have created. Really well made. So, spicy gourmand-like fragrance. Next on my list is a sort of a Swiss Army knife. You throw anything at it and it shines. It is one of my favorite fragrances in a formal setting, but it'll work in any setting. This is Acqua di Parma, Colonia, Intensa. If I were to do a list of 10 of my most favorite fragrances of all time, this will come there, and probably in the top 3. Oh, this is so good. This is amazing, actually. It is a citrus aromatic with a beautiful note of amyris. Oh, and along with that amyris, I can't stop smelling it. There's also a fabulous note of leather, very light leather. This is very Italian, very classy, very posh, and very likable. You should just sample it, and I do not even have to convince you. One spray is enough. It's maybe 2. And if you're in a business meeting, if you're slightly 35 plus, if you're in a business meeting, never met your business partner or your customer before, and you want to impress them, I've done it many times, put 2 on your shirt. You shake your hands, and the other person just has a smile on his face because they are pleased to be in your company. It's that kind of scent. It just wins hearts. Next on my list is exactly the same thing. It wins hearts, but not only in a professional setting, but any setting. It is a terrific fragrance. It is Mancera's Cedrat Boise. One of my very early reviews, I gave it a 10 out of 10. It takes on the DNA of Ventus and then creates a magic. It's more lemony and more creamy. So it brings in, and there's no pineapple. So blackcurrant, creamy lemon, and then sandalwood and vetiver. Absolutely beautiful. You can wear this in any season. You will impress people, especially in a date night scenario, daytime date scenario, or completely unknown people, and you wear this and think, wow, this guy smells absolutely amazing. This and Colonia Intensa are very close to my heart. In fact, all of these are very close to my heart, and so is Icon. But let me carry on with the list. Next one on the list is a soapy iris. Iris is beautiful, and you combine soapy iris, what I'm talking about. This is Prada. So Prada L'Homme L'Eau. This is not only wonderful, this is also powerhouse. Again, a soapy iris with nerolian powder. It might sound very nuanced. You spray this and then you realize how good this fragrance is. If you live in a warm country, you should absolutely have this in your collection. It's clean, it's radiant, it's very confident and very warm and likable. Slightly powdery. Oh, Prada Long Low. Can't praise this enough. Next on my list is a Dior, and it's an amber scent. So this is the right time to wear it. It's amber and rose. Very simple combination, very effective. Very simple and very effective. Recently reviewed it. This is Dior Ambre Nuit. Dior Ambre Nuit is warm, it's charismatic, it's slightly gourmand, and very, very well made. Extremely simple and extremely well made. One of the nicest fragrances in my collection, hands down. When cold weather strikes and I'm thinking about a dumb reach fragrance, Ambre Nuit, absolutely stunning, especially in close encounter situations. It's absolutely beautiful. Next on my list is one of my all-time favorites. It's a dupe of a Creed fragrance. It's a Rasasi, and it's my one of those fragrances that I put on when I am in terrific mood, and it is Rasasi's Al Wissam Day. Al Wissam Day is a copy of Creed's Silver Mountain Water, and what a beautiful copy this is, with some twists. So this is basically a very clean, soft, mushy sort of a musk with woods and rose and bergamot. Those are the more important notes. But when you wear this, you feel so confident of meeting the world. It just puts you into fifth gear, into cruise mode, and you just cruise into situations. Try it if you haven't. You will never regret having this in your collection. So last two in my collection, again, absolutely indispensable fragrance, right? Next coming up is, it costs so little and it smells so amazing. It's unbelievable. It is Lalique Homme EDP. I recently reviewed it. I gave it a 10 out of 10. This is again inspired by Creed, Bois de Portugal, and you spray this and you feel absolutely amazing, man. This fragrance, it's about citruses, lavender, very clean lavender. Tries to do a barbershop in a very amicable, acceptable, likable way, and loads of cedar, like pencil shavings, proper cedar, and iris. Cannot praise this enough. You cannot go wrong in a professional setting or daytime warm weather setting, even cold weather setting. If you like barbershop, if you want to try a barbershop, light barbershop, try this. It's a gentleman's fragrance. Unmistakably well made. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance, honestly. So, Lalique Homme, and now comes the last one. It is one of the most well-made modern fragrances. It is undeniably sexy and really refined. You know, it's just terrific. This one. This is Dior Intense. There's a new version out, 2020 version, that is also nice, if not better. Absolutely beautiful. You cannot, nobody can come, as long as you don't go overspray and make it sweet and sticky. 2 to 3 sprays if you want to impress people. Let them come closer to you. And you spray this. This has got superb lavender with pear, juicy pear, fruity, and then that beautiful iris, which is known as the lipsticky iris. Absolutely amazing, this fragrance is. And amberette. It's a work of art. You need to have this in your collection when you want to impress the ladies. If you spray more, it will be quite sweet. If you spray less, it will be more enigmatic, magnetic, very, very sexy. Cannot go wrong. Dior Intense. That was the last fragrance in my collection, in my video, a list of fragrances when you really want to impress people. You want to wear something which is highly likable and appreciated by one and all. For a large group of people, between 15 and 75, you pick anyone and you'll not be, disappointed. I'm hoping you really like the video. Take care. Bye-bye.